And what do you think about this two-state solution is what I want to ask you.
Why don't we realize the problem first?
Hey guys, so a Jewish journalist asked Mosab Hassan Yousef, the son of Hamas, known as the Green Prince. She asked him why a two-state solution won't work with the Arabs and what is their main issue, as Mosab grew up in Ramallah and he knows exactly what the issues are. And he points them out very, very clearly, saying that Palestinians and people living in Judea, Samaria, as the Jews really call it, in Gaza, the Palestinians do not actually want peace and how they are the real issue. And a two-state solution won't really work. And Mosab Hassan Yousef brings historical facts to prove that point. Let's watch the video.
Do you think this is about land, this conflict?
It's definitely not. It's not about land.
So, given that you don't think that it's about land, I don't think it's about land either. I think it's very complex. We see that the Palestinians have rejected a two-state solution on multiple occasions, whether it was in 1936, the Peel Commission, in 48, 2000, 2008 again. So what do you think of a tangible path forward? And do you think the solution is really a solution? Because we know that a solution where Jews are not able to live in the cradle of our civilization is not really a solution. And a solution where Palestinians are unhappy with it, or Arabs, local Arabs are not happy with it, as you would say, or Jews, isn't a solution because it does not fulfill the aspirations of either side. And specifically at this point in time, talking about a two-state solution will reward October 7th. So what do you think about the Palestinian rejectionism to a two-state solution? And how can Western governments and students on campus who care genuinely, there's a few who really do care about creating justice on the land, push forward with an idea or with a solution? And what do you think about this two-state solution is what I want to ask you.
Why don't we realize the problem first?
Okay.
Before we start talking about solutions. The problem, everybody is talking about solution while they actually being part of the problem.
Right.
And I tell them, first of all, realize that you are the problem. Mm-hmm. Your protest is the problem. Your indoctrination online is the problem. Spreading false narrative is the problem. Empowering the victim narrative is the problem. Once they realize this, then we can talk about solution. The Arabs, way before they were called Palestinians. Back in 1948, they were not Palestinians.
Not yet.
Our ancestors, they were just Arabs. They had an opportunity to declare their independence the same way the Jewish people had the opportunity to declare their independence after the UN partition. Mm-hmm. The Jewish people declared their independence in 1948. The Arabs declared war against the Jewish people. Then they came 40 years later, in 1988. This is when they remembered to declare their independence. 40 years after they had their opportunity to build a state, an Arab state, side by side the Jewish state, and choose peace. But in 40 years, things change. In 40 years, they launched multiple wars with the intent to annihilate the state of Israel. And as a result, Israel captured more land, not because of dirt, because merely security reasons. The West Bank, first of all, it's not even the West Bank. This is the modern name.
Right.
The historical name is Judea. My birth certificate says on it that I was born in Judea.
Wow.
Okay, this is what says on it.
That's why we're called Jews today.
Mm-hmm. So now, Judea, first of all, there is depth to the Jewish people there. And second, it's the Jordanian Valley. And the Jordanian Valley can protect the state of Israel from hundreds of millions of savages who would choose one morning to invade and kill and destroy and do the same things that Hamas did on October 7th. And Israel has the right to have a security built and to have a natural defense line. And this is exactly what the Jordanian Valley does. It's a natural defense line, has something to do with security. For the people who just want to throw solutions like this, like somebody wants to give me an elephant and say, get this elephant in the eye of the needle, please, No, I'm not going to do that job for you. And now they want 2 elephants in the eye of a needle. This is the solution that they are trying to force. And we tell them, no, the reality on the ground is different.
Right.
And there are security needs. There is demographical change. There is geographical change. And nobody has the authority to reverse the wheel of time. No one. Who has the authority to reverse all the suffering, the bloodshed, the wars, the loss of land, the loss of life, the loss of trust between the people? And now say, how about we go back to the 1948? Let's go back 70 years ago and please give us what was given to us and we mismanaged it. Well, at least if they admit this, to say we are sorry, we made a mistake, we were Arabs and we became stupid Palestinians, and we lost opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. What brought us here? Mismanaging and digging deeper into this ditch. If they come with this humility, then you understand that these people actually learned the lesson, and maybe you can put 2 states next to each other. But the problem, they are insisting on the same strategy. And of course, if you give them any piece of the land, they're going to think that they are winning, that actually their violence paid off. So tomorrow they're going to say, okay, then I want Tel Aviv, or I want more cities, I want more territory, and I don't want you here at all. If their violence gets rewarded. This is the other aspect that most of those who push for the Palestinian or the 2-state solution, the 2-state solution is a very similar situation to the 2-husband solution. Does it work? Will it ever work? Have you ever thought about it? Of course not.